I'm live. My name is Mike SAHA, and I'm a persecuted Christian targeted individual, so-called, targeted with gang stalking, government gang stalking. So I like to call it government gang stalking because that's more accurate. Just call it gang stalking because it's a government program. It has government involvement, and a program like this certainly could not exist without the government allowing it to. So there's been fake TIs, counterintelligence agents. They're like, we're gonna sign a petition and get the government to shut this down. The government are running it, okay? I remember seeing somebody, like a counterintelligence agent, fake TI counterintelligence agent, what was his name? Somebody was out here like, yeah, we were gonna stop the targeting by uh, getting the FBI to investigate the targets. They're in on it. The government are in on it. Okay, wake up. So a program like this couldn't exist without government involvement, sanctioning, being allowed to. So it begs the question: if the government is not working to stop this, they certainly know about it. A program like this couldn't be going on without the government know about it. And if the government know about it and it's been going on for 10 plus years, it looks like they want to go on. See, they're allowing it to continue at the very least. And I would argue that the government is involved. So I call it government gang stalking, or that's more accurate than to call it just gang stalkers. Like that. Now, gang stalking of target individuals is real. Most so-called TIs online are not. Most so-called target videos of gang stalking are fakes. They count intelligence agents, and that sounds like they're going to be like a James Bond figure if somebody's an agent. Some people might think, oh, oh yeah, I'm a governor, ha ha ha. I've had them try to discredit it as jokes before, where you have cyber stalkers in here attacking me for the gang stalking program in the chat. And then I'll be like, yeah, the cyber, oh yeah, I'm a CIA dude, I need to report to him. So they kind of discredit by making about like by joke about it. But the point is this: gang stalk is real. Most so-called TS are not. Most so-called tornadoes are not real. There's more fake TIs active online than real ones. So just as the program, the gang stalking program, has people that have a job to harass the tornado, the program also has people having a job masquerading pretending to be a tornado online. And most fake tornadoes will be engaging in some form of crazy talk. And that's a term that I borrowed from Chuck Langberg, late Tia Chuck Langberg, and I put out. I suspect he was murdered by the program. Okay, so what is gang stalking? It's a persecution program. It's a modern day global version of Sursetson, which is a program that the German government had in the 70s and 80s. I'm gonna pull up the Wikipedia article. And it's everything from neighborhood watch groups to Christian pastors, and a lot of Christian YouTubers participate. I'm a Christian you know, so I know that there's a lot of Christian pastors, ministries, Christian YouTube channels, like that. The church's got YouTube channel that target videos like me for the gang stalking program. So I subscribe to the channel that stop being the target of the narcissistic always abuse tactics. And the word about you believing me when I speak about this, which why they work to perception manage people in the right of ways to get me to be perceived as if I'm crazy, delusional, and just it's just crazy and paranoid. He thinks, he believes. Well, it's becoming less fringe to claim that gang stalk is real. Sam Wagner has a video on it on gang stalk. He says it's real, should be studied. Okay, and there's a woman called Stalked by the Feds, got close to 300,000 followers on Instagram. Now she's been setting up a lot of red flags to the point where it's like I can't as a fake deal, kind of intelligence agent. Um, Now still, it's like these people are hearing about this, okay? And Frank Tufano has made videos talking about gang stalking, and he's got 100,000 something followers on his YouTube channel. So I'm a real Todd video target with gang stalker Todd videos. That's what it's called. And you can use different names to talk about this target. You can call it the government level narcissistic abuse. You could call it modern day global satire. I mean, it's a program that exists in America and Sweden. So you can't move out of town and like they just escape the target. You can't even move. Like if you move from America to Sweden or from Sweden to America, don't count on the targeting. Don't believe that the target will stop. They have gangs in America and they have it in Sweden. So I'm talking about gang stalking. That's real. And remember, most online TS so-called are fakes. And most of the fakes, the crazy stock will give them away. Because somebody's got a job, like Catherine Horton, I can her as a counterintelligence agent, fake TIA, control position agent. And what is she doing? Look what she's doing. She's worked to discredit the topic of gang stalking and keep people believing this is not real, like the masses. Keep the freak up. So she makes videos wearing a tinfoil hat and having tinfoil on her wall behind her. And she's talking about being machine gunned by satellites and directed weapons. You had fake T.S. Scott Smith out here on YouTube. And he was making videos. And it's like that, I count him as that. So that's my personal opinion. It was a fake T.S. If he walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, talks like most of the time it's a duck. So he was making videos about if you're taught a video, the synthetic celebrity, they're gonna be controlling your dreams and the technology. If you're getting sentiment exit attack from a neighbor, it could be the technology making do it. And if you're out in public as a TI and you have strangers using certain trigger words you've been sensitized to, it's possible the technology making do it. So he was chilling for the direct entry weapon, satellites in outer space, crazy talk mumbo jumbo. So that's a dead giveaway with fake T a lot of times is that they will crazy talk. So they will make videos about gang soccer talk videos claiming to be one themselves. And like a wolf sheep will pretend to be like here to help other TS. And then they help in the targeting, help to cover it up by discrediting it with all the crazy and the crazy talk. So Chuck Landler had it right, where the government doesn't want word about gangs or to get out, but if it does get out, it won't sound crazy and ruthless. So they continue to repeat far-fetched, crazy, and ruthless claims. So government rejected discredit TIA issues. So this is a real TIA issue. You get spied on, okay, 24/7 if you totally know. And then the program uses what they can get from spying on you to customize harassment for you. To to uh, one of the target tactics you'll get if you don't read is they will be spying on 24/7, okay? And things that you've said or done in private, the program will get flying monkeys, people who work for the program. They get sent to show up who you are. When you're out in public, people, hence the term gang stalk, or part of the target experience is if you go to the supermarket, let's say there's 50 people in the supermarket when you're shopping, you're going to have around, like at least, I would say, 5 gang stalks, meaning people work for the program, they're agents, and they got sent to go there because you're target going shopping. And one of the things they can do, as a narcissist always abuse tactic, is to reference something you recently said or did in private. And you can tell because they reference something you said on the phone or something that you said out loud in your apartment or a video you watched, a documentary on a computer, something like this. So that's part of the subtle harassment tactics that they use, where they'll be reference something. They'll have flying monkeys appear where you are, and they will reference something you recently said or did in private, said out loud or said on the phone or watching a computer, something like this. That's part of the targeting that you will get for TI. Another tactic the targets will get is neighbors in the apartment complex you live in. Like at least one person living in the same apartment complex will be an agent. And one way they will target is called settlement exit, where they get sent out. They will get told to leave when you're leaving. It's like you're out, you leave, and like oh the neighbors, you keep running into the same neighbor over and over and over and over again. But they will That's called sentiment X, where basically you end up running into your neighbor that you already know is an agent because he's done other things to target, maybe noise harassment or this. And over time, so you will notice how it's happening too often, you end up running into your neighbor. The same neighbor that you know from before is an agent because he's been doing other targeting tactics. And you run into the same person over and over again. It's like, oh, he walks into the store when I'm shopping, and it's like, I go to course and oh, there's the neighbor, as an example. Oh, there's the neighbor walking to the corner store again, happening to coincide with me being out in public. This guy appears in the same place again and again and again. So it's like you end up encountering your neighbor more often than could be attributed to chance. Okay, so that's part of target tactics. I got a bad feeling because my last podcast, I said this person been missing in action, and now you show up here. I haven't heard or seen from you. Talk about to respond. I commented on a comment or somebody came to my chat, and I was like, "Oh, this person been missing in action." I didn't see them anywhere. And then Edward Trash Rocker was my podcast. I wanted to suggest there's where a T-shirt says "missing in action" on it. See, like the same hour that is like I'm live streaming and someone shows up, writes Mike with a small M. Within an hour, me saying I hate when people come into the chat about my name and don't capitalize my name. They write Mike with a small M. Someone shows up like this Sauce Lola woman and writes Mike with a small M. Within an hour, so I'm like, I don't like when people show up writing my name with a small M. If you write my name capitalized, if you ask questions, put a question mark under it. Because somebody came in and wrote, hi Mike, small M, so it's how you doing? And it's like I put that button, and then within an hour, this woman, South Law, shows up, writes Mac with a small M. I'm like, well, this woman has been missing action. And now all of a sudden you show up here, and it's like, okay, it's irking me. So, missing in action. And then Edward Trash Rocker knows my podcast is where a t shirt says prisoner of war missing in action. You see? So, that's the type of stuff that um, is a red flag for sure. And what are the chances that Mike is like triggered by somebody and saying that they're missing in action, and then this guy shows up as a guest wearing a T-shirt that says "Prison Wall missing in action." So this type of stuff that's got him to be suspected of working the program before. Also, another tactic that the program has used has been like good luck. Has been like a sensation thing, but they tell me good luck is a way to target me. And then one time, Ed sent an email where it's like, I make a small, thanks for being a guest on podcast. I'm going to break my fast. It says, like, good luck breaking your fast. And it's something that I talked about before that. That's something that Fine Max get told to tell me to make me feel harassed. Like a subtle narcissist always abuse tactics. Because it's like a good luck, you're going to need it type of thing. So this type of stuff that gives me red flags. So my previous podcast, uh, this part of narcissist always abuse tactic from cyberstalkers, utilizing knowledge of previously expressed pet peeves. The part of the targeting I get is cyberstalking. Real world stalking, cyberstalking. Okay. So cyberstalkers, people get sent to my chat if an open chat to attack me in more or less set of ways. Sometimes like they overtly, like obviously attack me in the chat. But a lot of times they will work to, narcissists will work to provoke and start in front of others and like bait you to react with overt reactive aggression to covert aggression. And then you will appear to be the unhinged, crazy, paranoid, sensitive, bad person situation. Because people can't tell that they will push your buttons, this person. So for example, from years of streaming on YouTube, one of my pet peeves, like, I'm tired, happy sometimes I'm enraged and be like, I'm tired of people coming to my chat, writing my name and not capitalizing my name, writing sloppy and asking questions or even bothering to put in a question mark in the sentence, which is not me being weird. That's having high standards. And it's not even high standards, it's like the lowest level. Like if you're interacting with a serious and you come in and teach something and you're addressing me, it's like normal human behaviors. You capitalize a person. If you don't, you write Bob. You don't write Big B. You look come off as rude and disrespectful, and like you don't count this person you're talking to, engaging with, worthy of baseline decent common courtesy and respect. See? And if you write questions without a question mark, it's also irritating. So if someone comes to like, "Hi, Mike, small m, how you doing?" and no question mark sentence, it looks like they uh, can't be worthy of being treated with baseline level common courtesy, decency, and respect. Like capitalize a person's name is what you get taught like grade six that you're supposed to do if you write people's names. And if you ask a question, you should put a question mark in the sentence. If not, you're being confused. And it's like I have to, to understand. It's like one of the things that I've been reacting to was it's like, and after I saw reacting, and it could be a few of these people are like just sloppy, vibes, lazy, and narcissistic, where it's like they don't want to put in the effort to give me clarity of speech when asking me a question. They want to get an answer from me, but they can't even give clarity in the question. They can't give the effort to put a question mark in the sentence when they want an answer by asking me a question. See? So it's like I want to get an answer to a question, but I can't even give you like the common courtesy of writing the proper grammar. Like ask a question, put a question mark, and like if I write the name, "Hi Mike, how you doing?" or like, "Oh, okay," or "Hi Mike, what's going on?" Mike with a small m, and then "What's going on?" No question mark in it. That comes off as rude and disrespectful. And after I react to that several times, now they start doubling down on it and they use it as a dog with abuse tactic, push my buttons. Where it's like, "Oh, send a cybersecurity chat. Hi, Mark, how are you doing?" And double down on it because it's something that's got me irate before. So they work to push my buttons on the slide. And so somebody came in, a Filipino person I've been subscribed to for a long time. And I haven't seen her. So she's been subscribed to me, showed up before. I've been supporting her channel before she was watching. I didn't see her leave a comment or anything I upload. I upload a daily live streaming. I didn't see her anywhere for months and months and months. All of a sudden, after ghosting me, she shows up and writes, "Hi, Mike." So right after, like, I hate it when this happens. Don't come in here writing. Somebody got blocked right now. Writing, "Hi, Mike. How you do?" They write my name, capitalize my name in front of my name. We might get blocked. Then I start getting irate and work to provoke Mike to make him to appear to be a bad person, sensitive and angry. See, it's not the problem Mike being provoked and harassed all the time, and people get harassed all the time, get angry some of the time at least. No, no, no. It's Mike's character. He's an angry one. He's an angry person. It's not that he's been provoked to anger by people working to provoke his spirit, working to make you angry, working to try to make you angry all the time and harassing you. And after years of that, you get angry sometimes when people are doing that. No, they want to be like, "Oh, Mike's a sensitive and paranoid and an angry person." See, so it's like they try to get to participate on smear campaign, kind of like provoke on the side. Narcissists like to provoke on the side from others, baiting you for an aggressive response. I had Richard Grant do this to me. Shill, Mason, Illuminati, what are called deep state shill. Okay, and part of it's like, oh, buttons. A lot of times, autistic people, the mic is like open with being autistic on YouTube channel, or monotone in the delivery, like flat effect. And if they get bullied, most likely we'll call the robot or something like this. They act like a robot. It's also dehumanization. And it's like I've had people attack me and troll me in my chat. "You're monotone and boring to listen to, like a robot," or something like this. So okay, I said something that's like, "Oh, I said something kind of bad to push past become a robot." Anyway, Richard Graham was live. Okay, now he's not a target video. He's a targeter of individuals. Okay, a deep state shell. Okay, and one of the things that these deep state shells will do, I subscribe to the channel, they get told to start picking on me. Okay, because the target video is watching live right now. The other hand gets tells them to do something. So that's kind of here's the point. Richard Grant was live, and then he baits me. So he asks his viewers live, and he's a psychologist. Like, "Hey, I want you viewer to give me a brief, short, uh, definition of a healthy relationship, a healthy human relationship. Give me a short definition." Okay, and then type in, I go mutual benefit or mutually beneficial. And he singles out all the answers. My comment goes marks it. The mutual benefit like a freaking robot. Okay, see? So that's baiting. It's like he's asking for something, I answer it, and then he singles out the total individual, Mike SAHA's response, and marks it in front of people. You see? I'm not totally watching. It's like a goddamn robot. You see? It's like this is the audacity of that. Like, how dare you, bitch? Okay, you wouldn't talk like that to me if you're in the room right now, Richard Grannon, and you know it too, bitch. Okay, so whatever. Here's the point. But it's easy to be a coward, fucking bully, flying monkey, proxy for psychopaths, targeting people, narcissistic abuse over the internet like a fucking coward, Rich. Yeah, it's easy. It's really easy. Okay. So anyway, here's the point. Like a fucking coward. Okay. They will turn on you too when the time is right. See? So anyway, okay. So it's like that. That's one of that ridiculous type of talking I got. Okay. Was like so, and my response is a good response. It's like what he's asking for, short, brief, and it's a good definition. So it's like if you would ask a psychologist, somebody like counselor, it's like what they would say if you have a health relationship is mutually beneficial, as opposed to solo beneficial, like a narc with a non-narc relationship, where one person is getting something out of the relationship, another person is losing, and it's not mutually beneficial. It's like beneficial for the narc in the relationship and not the other person. There's a good definition of a healthy relationship in brief terms. It's mutual benefit. It's a good description of a healthy, good relationship. Mutual benefit. But like you ask the woman, how did I feel like I getting my needs met, love, appreciation, care, and you ask the man, yeah, I feel like I'm getting a good stuff out of this relationship, and the other person, like, yeah, me too. Okay, and it's like, oh, and so I'm asking, give me, hey, go, you just give me your definition of a health relationship. I go, the mutual benefit. Mutual benefit, like a goddamn robot. That's what you're granted for you. Okay, he did that to me. A total individual. The one person did that to. Out of all the and there's bad answers there. I gave a good one. Okay, he singles that out and attacks me in front of his user. Okay, so yeah, fuck you, Richard Grannon, you pug sellout. And he started also doing the little sellout shield thumbnail symbolism, which a lot of them will do. It was like the Illuminati get told to have a photo shoot with a covering one eye, exhibit one eye symbolism, or this or something like this. Okay, and he's got that. Okay, he's got that. So uh, yeah, fuck Richard Grannon. It's a narc abuser more than a narc abuse coach. It's a wolf in sheep's clothing, like Scott Snitzer is. I'm here to give support to T as a coaching, taught videos, and I'm gonna work to gaslight you and taught you for the targets. Okay, work to confuse you and like textbook gas. I did such a good job exposing Scott Snitzer's hand and pull him off YouTube. Okay, I think so. Anyway, support. Textbook gas title for Scott Snitzer fake DI, crazy talker, was like, you can't trust your own feelings if you're talking about. Because your feelings could be caused by the technology that they attack you with, the satellites. You can't trust your thoughts and feelings. Some of them are not your own. They're coming from the technology they attack you with. That's like textbook gaslighting. You can't trust your own feelings, thoughts, intuition, because it could be coming from the government satellites, okay, the V2K, RNM, remote neural monitoring, okay, machines, whatever, this type of crazy talk. So Scott Snitzer was not dumb enough or crazy enough to be believing this. I count him as a fake TI kind of intelligence agent, okay? And he's not like looking at his videos for all these years I was dealing with him. He wasn't dumb enough, but he doesn't come across as a person who's like in a stressed state and like like crazy and actually like dumb enough to believe what he's teaching you. So it's like I could get somebody's like hyperadrenalized, raging PTSD, and they're not thinking straight, and they're fed with like this info. Hey, you're a TI, the target with satellites for this. We could be like end up okay, but he's like calm, cool, collected, and articulate and relaxed and like yeah, they definitely control your thoughts with the satellites if you're watching this. And I over time it's like so clear that this is not a real TI. So whatever his support. Um, so that's part of the thought that I get. I'm not gonna like sweep that under the rug, okay? It's one of the things I've been kind of avoiding deal with that part of the thought, that aspect, that part of it, like this influencer talking. Because I subscribe to someone on Instagram, like Tony Ferguson or Mike Perry or Sean Strickland, and they get told to post something on their Instagram shorts. That's like a trigger word. Narcissist always use tactics. And that's part of talking. Subscribe to the Bible Church. I'm a Christian, and they're puppet pastors. They're like a pre-Catholic church most likely. and not like recruit after I subscribe to them. And they get told to start working in shoehorn in little trigger words that I've been harassed with, and things like this, or communicate via threats or things like this. And the part of work, oh, Mike, it only works it is threats if you're scared and you're supposed not. It's not just that. Like they work to gaslight you, which is in a lying, attack you with lies to hurt you. Okay, veiled threats. They work into so for a program that's working to attack you mentally and physically until you perish from the target. See, so it's so indefensible. That's why it's like you can't defend it openly because it's so evil. But in the little stalking murder cult that Andy Woods and Brandon Holt has on this other sellout shells are part of, the stalking murder cult, where it's like they're part of the gang stalking cult, and the pastors participate in it. They're like, we're not doing anything wrong. We're serving God. We got a service. Serving God with this. We're not doing something wrong. The talks deserve what we're doing to them. Okay, but it's like, oh, really? Deep down, they know they're wrong because they had to cover it up. And like, if I make the video, I'm the target of a secret persecution program, and some pastors have involved in it. And part of the target is cyber stalking. People get recruited to attack me online. Real world stalking, people get sent to go where I am in public. And some pastors are in on it. And the target tactics, the psychological target tactics, a lot of them could be described as narcissistic dog abuse tactics. The same program that does this to me, that was nothing but the truth I just told you there. Will send people to come here. This guy's crazy, paranoid, a meth head, crackhead, delusional. Nobody's targeting him. See, like a cover up. See, but they said why it's just not wrong. But it's like we had to cover it up and do it secretly in the dark, from in the shadows. This thing we're doing, that's not wrong. We have to hide it. And if somebody's like they're doing this, that they were not doing that. Okay, but it's like we believe that we're in the right. Okay, no, deep down inside you know that you're wicked sellouts, and I'm like a natural rebuke to you, filthy, ugly cowards like Andy Boots. That are fearful cowards. Why else would you sell out to the deep state unless you were afraid of not selling out to them? If you weren't weak and fearful, why would you not sell out? You coward. Edible. It's not only you're ugly and fat, but you're a coward too. And you don't have exhibit any sign of gift. It's like, wow, this guy's mediocre AF. Okay. And it's like, oh yeah, that's my claim to fame to be a preacher. I suck at everything. I'm the guy for the job. See? It's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, really. God is a meritocrat, okay? Meaning he doesn't pick somebody that can't do a good job and won't be able to. Okay, like God, if He wants someone to run a church, He will give them the ability to be able to do the job. So it's God is a meritocrat. Okay, but in this world system, it's not meritocracy. It's like what you have now in terms of Christian pastors, unfortunately, is what you get if you let Satan pick a pastor for you. So, anyways, the point. If you want to have Satan pick a pastor for you, that's what you have. Nothing going on. And the Boots, Brandon Holt, that is sellout things. So I'm a persecuted Christian thought reader. I have freedom of religion, freedom of speech. Okay. I have freedom of religion, faith, and freedom of speech. So I'm a Christian and I'm being persecuted, as the Bible says that Christians get persecuted. So the order of God suffer persecution. So you want to put me in a psych ward for being a Christian, well, I'll take you to court, okay? Like whatever the tribunal of human rights are for this. Mike is a Christian saying he's being persecuted, put him in a psych ward for that, saying that in his videos. Pretty much. Oh, okay. So you're punishing me for vocalizing my faith. I'm a Christian being persecuted. And the Bible says, yea, all that live godly in Christ Jesus have persecution. I'm a Christian being persecuted. Okay, put him in a psych ward for that. Okay, see. Okay, in Sweden you have religionsfrihet, yttrandefrihet. So that would be violating both of those rights. Put him in a psych ward for speaking my beliefs uh, in my videos. Okay. So next time, if they try to put me in a psych ward again, the same government has been doing this to me. Uh, it's like I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna talk to a lawyer. I'm being held against my will in a psych ward. I'm not charged with a crime. And okay, and so whoever Amnesty International, whoever I gotta contact, I'm not gonna just. Okay, so that's already like a violation of my human rights. Okay, And oh yeah, we've been working to drive Mike mad and insane, like push him over the edge for years and years with the targeting. And sometimes he gets over the edge, he attack and punish him for that. We're working to drive somebody nuts with psychological targeting and physical targeting. Oh, they're going nuts, kinda. Let's put him in a psych ward against their will for reacting to abuse as a sane person would. Like they're reacting to being targeted daily, as in a way you would expect a person being targeted to react sooner or later. It's like a dire problem, put him in a psych ward. Okay, disgusting. So, anyways, the point. If you see the violent, perverse, or just judgment of promise more than other the matter, here is higher regarded, and there is higher than they. There's a Bible verse that came to memory there, and I'm loosely quoting it. So, well, anyways, the point: government gang stalk is real, and they want to get me falsely diagnosed as crazy. Okay, I've had the cops kidnap me, drive me to cycle in the middle of the night before because they're taking orders. The same police, Swedish police, that have been working to harass me for the program. Okay, and it's like, oh, put him in his out jog midnight and working to psychic drive him with a neighborhood watch gang stalker with like a light on top of it, like following him behind. And it's like, oh, there's a cop gonna show up. You're crazy. You're going to the psych on the middle of the night. That happened before. Okay, this is the second time I take it to psych ward. It's like the cops are trying to get me to get. They wanted to get a diagnosis on me. As soon when I started getting active online, okay, it's like we need to try to get us discredit him. So that it's like kind of clear. They won't discredit you. So it's like that's part of it. They work to target you, and then they want to get you like weaponized psychiatry, weaponized court system, legal abuse, where they work to illegally harass you. And if you react to the illegal harassment at the hands of the government, to be, oh, you're reacting illegally or something like this, we need to put in a psych ward. So the government is having people harass me daily. And if I go like on a rant or something, like, oh, you need to put in a psych ward. I say, you're the problem, not the people harass you daily, working to drive you insane and push you over the edge. Okay. So I'm not crazy. I'm sane and more intelligent than the average person is. Okay. And people that lack knowledge are more likely to think that I'm crazy. So I really love how it's less fringe now and harder for people to have a false idea that it's like, oh, okay, gang stalking, there's no chance it's real. Seb Akner's video on gang stalking. Stalked by the feds has almost 300,000 followers on Instagram, claimed to be a target of gang stalking. Okay. Frank Tufano has 100,000 followers on YouTube also. He claims to be targeted with gang stalking. Okay, deep sea gang stalking. So I like this getting less and less slowly, less fringe to talk about gang stalking and say that you think it's a thing. Okay, gang stalking totally about. And um, gang stalking is real. What is gang stalking? It's a secret persecution program. It's tyranny, it's oppression, it's persecution. It's institutionalized narcissistic abuse. Narcissistic abuse on steroids, you could call it. It's institutionalized narcissistic abuse, institutional level narcissistic abuse. So it's the government doing narcissistic, psychopathic, be precise abuse on it. So it's psychological and physical targeting. And I've seen some participants, pastors, communicate things where was like trying to minimize it. It's like, okay, this is not just psychological targeting, it's not just bullying, it's not just paper cuts. Okay, it's like death by 1,000 paper cuts, poison you a little bit today, spray a chemical on you tomorrow, uh, release a chemical into your home, get some heavy metal poison into you, and eventually might die from a seemingly normal health problem, from being poisoned is part of targeting, attacked physically. So it's not just psychological targeting, where it's like, well, it's just bullying, and that if targets are hurt by the stress from the bullying, it's their own fault because not responding to it right better the whole time. No. It's uh, this program is psychological and physical targeting. Part of the target is receiving purposely incorrect medical treatment. Where target if they show up at a hospital, dentist, uh, the problem could get to a dentist and have the person support be like, when this guy shows up, your job is to hurt his teeth and give him a tooth infection. See, I had to scar this on my cheek when I went to the dentist. She poked a hole in my tooth, and same clinic, they like, oh, slip with a tool, and I had like a gash on the inside of my right cheek that he stitched. He didn't tell me in the dental chair. It's like he's working to get my uh, molar extract. The same clinic, where like the boomer poked a hole in my tooth. Another time, an oral surgeon's gonna extract a molar, and I come home and I feel something on the inside of my cheek, and it's like it's a gash like this. And it didn't tell me, oh, I slipped with the instrument during the procedure, so you have like a cut on the inside of your cheek. Okay, no, I discovered that myself coming home that there's been a problem with the procedure and I have like a cut on the inside of my cheek. Okay, so that's two things happen on the same dental clinic. Okay, so targets of receptors receive purposely great medical treatment, and targets of gang stalking can also get purposely great medical treatment. So this stalk by the feds might have big fall, but she's a fake deer. I can tell. It's like covering up and minimizing the target, like a living hangout. It's like the program, one of the ways they can murder a target is to murder you, make it look like a suicide. To suicide, like the Epstein. Get you in a psycho murder in there, or just like murder you somewhere and make it look like a suicide an accident. Like favors can take you out. So take you out, make it look like a normal health problem, natural health problem, an accident, or uh, like a suicide. Okay, murder make it look like a suicide. So she helps the program by making Instagram videos. Yeah, this program has blood on the hands. They have blood on the hands for actually hurting targets' bodies in a way that has made them bleed. Okay, and targeting people ways that they hurt the bodies. They have blood on the hands. They have murdered target videos before. Make them have accidents, taking some targets out, make it look like a suicide. They have little blood on the hands. But it's like, oh yeah, the program has blood on the hands because I can see how it's so easy for a target to want to hurt himself or take himself out or stuff like this. So yeah, she's helping to like make it easy for the program to be able to murder TS, make it look like a suicide, and get the power to buy that they did it to themselves. See, I've analyzed her, and her angle is kind of like a limited hangout. It was like, yeah, gang stalk is real, it's narcissistic abuse and harassment, kind of bullying, okay? And uh, yeah, they have blood on their hands because that's what I've been talking about. They have blood on their hands for actually like cutting people and like hurting people's body support. Okay, give me a tooth infection, poke a hole in my tooth, and things like this at the dental clinic. It's like they got blood on their hands for like literally drawing with shedding blood and hurting people's bodies directly through the program and murdering several targets. Make it look like a suicide or accident or whatever, natural health problem. Okay, after being poisoned for many years intermittently by the program. Because the program targets physically. So then it's not just harassment, bullying. That's like the bulk of the targeting is like uh, narcissistic dog abuse tactics, where they recruit, find markets, and target online in real life. That's a bulk of the targeting, like the daily targeting. But a non-insignificant amount of the targeting is direct physical attacks, where they can release a gas into your apartment. Your next door neighbor could be an agent. So you got some gas, and they have some access where they can like release gas, carbon monoxide, or something into your apartment when you're sleeping. They could and same time into access part of targeting, where they can go inside your home when you're away if you don't have a security system and poison your food inside your fridge, okay, or contaminate your environment with contact chemicals or poisons. So that the program does targets physically, okay, and psychologically, and it's like these disgusting Christian pastors are part of targeting. It's like they have to all do something wrong. It's like, yeah, but we're doing something to destroy people's lives in direct opposition. We work for a program, we're not doing something wrong. But what the Bible says, Christ rebuked his disciples, but I turn rebuke them and said, in all manner of spirit of, for the Son of Man did not come to destroy men's lives. See? So some Christians want just thinking about destroying men's lives, earning a direct rebuke by the Lord to the face. What is gang stalking? It's a program working to destroy a man's life. Okay, see, there's like so many verses I could quote from memory that like reprove the wickedness of this. Okay, So it's like, oh, I'm a Christian persecuting other Christians for this satanic, psychopathic, secret society, deep state power elites that controls her from behind the scenes. And I'm persecuting another Christian. But I'm not doing something wrong for persecuting other Christians. See? Because that's what this program is. But so somehow I'm rationalizing to myself, I'm not doing something wrong. So Jack Smack is a Christian gang stalker. Matthias is a small time Christian YouTuber gang stalker. You might possibly flip here, work for this program. And Rafik Or is another one. And these other people. So here's Sir Satsang. This program is a modern day global version of the Sir Satsang program. I got a screen share here. Here's the Wikipedia article on Sir Satsang. Oh, Mike, you're so crazy for claiming the government has a program targeting you. Oh, you mean like what happened less than 50 years ago, where a government had a secret program targeting people? Called Sir Satsang. Well, psychological warfare technique. Now, if you read down, targets also set to receive purpose great medical treatment, which means hurt the borders. It's like they go to a hospital and the Stasi has already have an agent in there. They'd be like, oh, they told the video of Stasi, be like, oh, they got prescribed the wrong medication. Oh, an accident and they got sick from it for this. Or if they had like surgery, oh, the surgeon nicked your nerves, so you have a bad arm now. Okay, you see? So now that's not just psychological. Because I take issue with the top line, which like was a psychological, because the research support also were to target individuals directly physically, and this targeting program, gang stalking, which is a modern global version of Sersetso. Okay, so people are crazy. I've had idiots people. Oh, you don't get it. Okay, to understand the targeting I'm experiencing, you can look at the Sersetso article. See, you see. So if you want to understand gang stalk videos, it can be helpful to look at the Sersetso article. So it's not like I am thinking I'm told by Sersetso in Germany. I'm an intelligent person. I'm not dumb like most people are, like half zombified, walk around in a haze of stupidity. To repress, okay, COVID means abusive control and psychological manipulation. Sounds very Christian to be doing things like this, huh? Abusive control and psychological manipulation. Damage to mental health. So, Sir Setson, the government gang stalkers I'm talking with, it's narcissistic psychopathic abuse on a government level, where the government has a secret program persecuting you. And if you know what I know about psychology and narcissistic abuse and psychopathic abuse, you're like, oh, yeah, it's like narcissistic abuse on steroids on a government level. That's part of targeting. Now, if the targeting is also poisoning you and attack you directly physically, repeatedly, it's not accurate to call it narcissistic abuse anymore. Like narcissistic forward slash psychopathic abuse, I would say. It's better. Yeah, it's a better way to describe it. So it's narcissistic abuse. It's a smear campaign, see, to recruit people. It's gaslighting. It's part of how they attack you with psychological warfare. They are recruiting flying monkeys to target you with narcissistic abuse tactics, narcissistic dog abuse tactics. So a big chunk of the targeting is narcissistic abuse on a government level, institutionalized narcissistic abuse, where people are recruited to target narcissistic abuse. And it's not just psychological targeting, it's physical targeting. So they will work to recruit and sabotage relationships. They will work to recruit people. Even somebody's like, I'm subscribed to, and you subscribe to me, like long term subscribe. It's like several times it's happened. Somebody gets recruited, like this Grace, at the Grace, starts uploading things, like trigger words, start talking for the narcissistic, always use tactics, gang stalking, and upload little skits and trigger words. So it's like, yeah, they will get the people. They will work to get the people. And it's like, I rewatched the stream, and it's like, okay, red flag. Like Edward Trashok shows up as a guest. I sent him a link. Wearing a prisoner of war, missing in action T-shirt. Me, okay, and it's like early that stream. It's like I'm really irked by this. This woman comes in here, writes embers. Where have you been? You've been missing in action, and I'm starting to suspect it might be one of these fine monkeys. And then later on, Ed shows up with a T-shirt that says "missing in action" on it. So it's like the same like hour. Okay, so that's a red flag. So it's like definitely. So he could have been recruited and talked and put up to this. And people that work for the program, they're compromised. Like they have dirt on them. They got them look at like kiddie porn online or slept with a stripper. Like oh, they were underage or something. Like they have dirt on them. They are compromised. They're all slaves. Jackson is a filthy slave to Satan that works for the program. Okay, anybody work for the program is compromised. I mean, they got dirt on them. Why do you think they had Epstein Island, the same deep state psychopaths that does gang stalk videos that are responsible for that? Because they want to have forced obedience loyalty, where it's like, oh, if now we got Mike's friend, let's say Edward Trash Talk, to start targeting him, like he can't say no because we got dirt on that we can release, or if he goes like admits that we have discrediting information, that's how they operate. Like if they have people they compromised, that people get recruited. Like this, they use like the target is a bad person. The targets are the bad people. Like the targets are people that are compromised, like the drug addicts or the recruitment groups, like drug addicts, antisocial people, low self-esteem and mental health problems. Um, People that have done something that the government can blackmail them about. Say that's how it operates, and they like fear. Okay, they're afraid of that. So whatever is the point. I'm a ton of gang soccer ton videos, and I'm gonna keep speaking out about this. Okay, they've tried to murder me before. Now, unlike Andy Woods, I'm not a scared coward self-immediately. Where it's like scared to go outside because the king's rights. I'm not a filthy coward like you, Andy. I understand why people like you envy, okay? Because I'm everything you wish you could be. Handsome, talented, having the gift of teaching, being charismatic, naturally, not like watching public speaking tutorials, like how to speak in an engaging manner, that trying to be like that. I'm the real deal, okay? You're a fake fraud who's ugly, weak, soft, effeminate, fearful. You don't have the character of a pastor. So, like, part of the Christian pastors that I see bad and hold us is effeminate sissy boy. Um, it's like there is envy, emulations, wrath, murder. Oh, the people working for a program that's working to steal freedom from me and lead me into captivity, like Jacob's brothers, Joseph's brothers. See, it's like, oh, I'm saying they're emulating, and the same people I see emulating. It's like what Mike is doing. Let's try to copy that. Emulations, wrath, heresies. Oh, they're also heretical by teaching. So anyway, they're using a fake Bible as heresy, uploading fake gospel, emulations, wrath, works of the flesh and manifest. It's like somebody's claiming to be a Christian involved in persecuting me, a Christian. They help with a persecution program. Oh, I'm so surprised that it also around that person's character, a person will end up doing that long term, persecuting another Christian. And I don't know if they're real or not. But it's like I'm one. It's like, oh, I'm so surprised that a pastor who's persecuting a Christian child of God when God says a pastor's job is to edify and a work to destroy the opposite of edify me. Okay, mental and physically. That they're also like emulation. They're emulating. They're teaching heresy. Okay, because there's nobody who's a Christian who's gonna be not walk after flesh, end up helping to destroy another Christian's life for a satanic persecution program. Okay, so you're part of a stalking murder cult where you brainwash it. Like, yes, we're not doing anything wrong. Dogs are bad. Okay, so it's like it's reprehensible, and God will deal with you for what you're guilty for, not what you tell yourself about what you're guilty of. It's like, I'm not doing anything wrong. If you're wrong, God will treat you as a person be wrong on that. Okay, and God is not going to deal with you as a person who's not guilty so because you go around telling yourself like a mortal, we're not doing anything wrong. It's like the toddlers are bad, we're not doing something wrong. And a lot of how these slave bitches like do the Bible church and Andy Woods, these punks justify participating. It's like we're submitting to governments. You're supposed to obey to government. Rest of the scripture almost say, okay, Hitler's was the powers to be in Nazi Germany. So I guess would you say then if that you teach that it's like you're supposed to submit to government? Well, Hitler's was the powers to be in Germany. He was the government, see. So if to the Bible says any Booth was there, let's target the Jews and persecute them till they die. Would you be like, oh, yeah, we're doing that, and that's a Christian thing to do because we're submitting to the government, okay? Because Hitler was the government, see. So no, obviously not. And it's like you're so guilty. Those who pass have work for this because the scripture clearly reproves your activities. Especially when I've been out here giving myself a story. It's like here's what talking is. So gang talk is designed to destroy a man's life. They were Christian disciples for Christ. Lord, would that they would command fire down from heaven, rebuke them as Elias did. But he turned and rebuked them and said, you know now what manner of spirit you're of. For the Son of Man did not come to destroy men's lives, but to save them. And they went out of the village. That's from memory, Luke chapter 9, around verse 50. Okay, it's a big chapter, many verses. Luke chapter 9, verse 50, around there. Okay. So just like think about what it looks like. Maybe we curse them to kill these people, destroy their life, earn them a rebuke from the Lord. So it's like a slap on the wrist. It's like that's a strong, like you're really wrong. Okay, so yeah, that's it. See, boom, I proved what I said. And it could be like gang stalking is for this is we're working to humble you. It's not working narcissistic abuse to attack and destroy your confidence, to sabotage your ministry and make it worse at soul winning and that worse lead it to your Christian wife and things like this. No, 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 no. It's for the good. We're doing good to you with the narcissistic abuse. Like Sada put down attack you all the time with insults, narcissistic abuse. We're doing good because you need to be more humble, quote unquote. See, we're helping you. We're serving God by abusing people satanically. You sick fat bastard, Andy Woods. You punk coward. Okay, you coward. Stop projecting, you narcissist. You're a coward. I'm not a coward like you, Andy. It takes courage to what I do. Okay, but you're a coward. Okay, so beware that fat, ugly bitch, coward, pig bitch, coward, Andy Woods. He's a perp, sellout, gang stalking pastor. And your game is like you're gonna have to work to keep it from reaching many people because many people see Mike Sal talk to them in a video is problematic for the program. So like keep the game of like work to hide, make Mike not reach a lot of people in the streams because if he does, there's a problem. See, because I'm right and I'm speaking the truth and you're part of a program that's like work to keep from seeing the truth. Let truth and falsehood grapple. Whoever knew the truth will put the shame in a free and open discourse with recorders. Okay? Yeah, that's what I can't hear free and open discourse, gotta cheat. Okay? See? So, Andy Wood is a deep state sellout, punk, coward, effeminate sissy bitch. Okay, like Brandon Holthouse. Okay, what I told you. What you get now with a lot of these pastors is what you get if let's Satan pick a pastor. If you would have Satan pick Christian pastors, like who do we want being pastors running church in this world? Andy Woods, Rafink Arnold, and other narcissistic abusers that will abuse God's children if they get ordered to, like a little slave. Okay, so really disgusting. Okay, the truth is the truth. So yeah, I'm not happy about the targeting, and especially not seeing Christian pastors participate. And it's like, oh no, but I'm not doing anything wrong. You have been proven to be wrong. Okay, the scripture proves Christians and pastors. What is a pastor's job? To edify the body of Christ. I'm a Christian member of the body of Christ, and you're working to attack and break me down. The opposite of build up edifies. Narcissist always abuse tactics, how to put us gaslighting. But we didn't know that. Yeah, you claim ignorance. I've been here for many years to the Bible church is taught me with narcissist always abuse tactics, gaslighting, and explain it. And it's still like, so it's like I know some of them might be like, oh no, it's like we were told. Well, I don't care what you were told. I've been telling you what you've been doing, okay? And if you don't accept that truth, you're even more guilty. So it's no wonder you've been reaping more physical harm after I've been giving my side of the story and you still choose to participate in it. So it's not like you're more guilty now. It's not like all you have was like the people work to get to the persecute me talking for this persecution program. It's like well, we're getting to say certain words in the next stream and it's for the greater good. And I'm like, here's what the real reason. They're getting you to communicate veiled murder threats against the target's loved ones. Narcissists always abuse tactics. They're supposed to cause harm. Your job as pastor is supposed to be edifying other Christians. And now that's been said, the truth, okay? And you're still working for it. Now, I think that's part of why guys really let you reap like brain problems, some of you. Whereas a Karen Helen, where his name is, a brain tumor. Like I could have gotten a brain damage from the program you work for. They got a dentist poke a hole at give me tooth infection. I give you a stroke, see? Okay. And the program will give you brain damage over time. It's from targeting, like little brain damage. And you can like a crisis, super serious brain damage from a tooth infection. Program gets a dentist and give you a tooth infection. Can give you a stroke or a heart attack. Okay. So I'm not surprised that the church has been serving this program in any capacity, the Bible Church, targeted with narcissistic psychological warfare in the videos. For this point, it also works attack me physically in ways that will give brain damage and can like make you die from like intense brain damage, like a stroke or something like this. Okay, I'm not surprised. Okay, that some of you people involved in that, to the Bible Church, the Gang Soccer Church, somebody had a brain tumor. Okay, see, this Gang Soccer persecution is like a cancer in of Christ that spreads. See, it's like I'm a Christian being persecuted, and it's like, oh, they get a pastor at church here to start participating in persecution of God's children, and it spreads to recruit more people. And I subscribe to that. I think have that person talk me to. So it's like a cancer. I'm not surprised that Tom Segura has been sick and this or that person. I get confused. Brain damage from government gang stalk and brain damage from God. I wonder what God will allow next. Okay. He allowed your brain to be destroyed by some tumor's growth. Okay. I wonder what God will allow next. Yeah, what will he allow? It looks like he allowed your brain to be destroyed, attacked with some tumor. After working for a church that's been taught me ways it could give me brain damage. Okay. So anyway, Edward PF also helped the program, and he's like suspiciously quiet, like he's intimidated and scared to deal with me in an open discourse, going back and forth, like he feels like he can't win the fight or something. It's like it is something. It's like, oh, he talks about how Christians should be open for criticism of the teaching, comment on the ministry. Yeah, I'd be like, at mention Edward PF. Edward PF is a hypocrite, and making like a 2-hour video proving him to be guilty of hypocrisy. And he just acts like nothing happened, like ignore it, okay. It's like Edward PF is wrong in internal security. I got a video on that, and he just doesn't respond, like act like nothing happened. But he's got videos like, oh, Lord Breaker is a coward, turns off his comment sections, doesn't want to deal with criticism, people calling out his errors. Okay, Christian teachers should be open to criticism and listen to like people working to like criticize them for this. They should be open to that. Okay, you can't, okay. So Edward PF made a video helping this persecution point destroy my life. At this point, it's like a cancer, where it's like one day you have a diagnosis, you realize you're targeted with something. One day you realize it's got a name called gang stalking. And one day you realize that this is something that will target you until you die from it. Okay? Like a cancer. And this program, Ed helped the video, Edward PF, by making videos. Oh, Mike's crazy for claiming to be the target of a special program, a special target seeker program. He's crazy. Stay away from him. You're helping this program. I'm not surprised God has allowed you to be destroyed by cancer. For helping a program that is a cancer on the body of Christ and helps and like acts that is working to hurt my body and mind as cancer would. That's like attacking me until I die from the target. Jax Max 77 is another Christian has been for the program. So good luck, guys. Okay. If you're real Christians, be not to see God is not mocked. What's a man soweth that will also reap. You don't have from sins. Many are sick and many sleep. That means dead. Be not deceived. There is a sin unto death. If there's anything I can, a real Christian will get a sin unto death, like fast track that. It'll be being involved in the murder, slow motion murder of another Christian. You're working for a program that's working to destroy a Christian brother with persecution, attacking the body, which is a temple of the Holy Ghost, and made an image of God, one, and the temple of the Holy Ghost, two. And slowly target them until they die from the target. Murder. Gang stalking is murder, okay? No, it's like, yeah, if there's any sin that will, I can see how God will like take out a Christian, give the sin unto death that the Bible warns about. It's like you as a Christian helping to murder another Christian for a persecution program. Helping for a group effort, targeting a person different ways, psychologically, physically, in real life online and work to destroy them until they die from the targeting. See, if there's anything I can see God letting you get cancer, literally start going in your body for that, or just die, where that God takes you home. Yeah, you want to suffer the sin unto death. It's like how I would do this. Like if I want to God to sin unto death, like start work for program work to target another Christian with persecution in ways that could kill them. So it's not just bullying, okay, like what I mean by it. Like wash your hands of blood. Like that would just bullying, okay. No. You be work for a program that's working to destroy a person mentally and physically. They will give you brain damage. And a lot of times have died from it. And it will shorten your lifespan, definitely. And they attack you physically too. So some people working in the Holocaust, uh, the Nazi scumbags, printing out for the propaganda. Like on the radio, it's not bad to kill the Jews, okay? It's for the greater good. And then other people actually physically shoot them with guns and things like this and throw them in ditches. See? And so, well, I'm not doing that. I'm just making videos to somebody tell me to like dehumanize you and kind of work to perception manage other Christians to kind of work to get them to not think that it's wrong to do. Okay, yeah, good luck. Good luck, guys. Good luck with those of you that are being Christians, especially that have participated in this program. Okay, good luck. Look what happens to you in the next 5 years. Okay, I'm not psychic. I predict that Tom Segal is going to have a serious health problem, some serious health problem. I just feel like my spirit's going to be less within 10 years, some serious health problem, and I'm more likely within a few years. And like after I said in the live stream, it's like the Bible said, Tom Segal is sick. He can't. He's not here today, and it shows up still really was kind of like a weak voice. I'm still. I don't know when it's going to be over. I'm not surprised. I'm not clairvoyant. It's because I see what they've been sowing, so I know what they're going to reap. See, I don't have clairvoyance. I like see a glimpse of the future. I know what the Bible says. Be not to see God is unmarked, for whatsoever man soweth, they will also reap. The Bible says, but if he be without chastisement, then he bastard not son, for whom the Lord loved, he chased and scourged the son he receives. It's not a verse that I know by heart. My brethren, be not many masters, meaning pastors, Bible teachers, know that we should receive the greater condemnation. So the greater the sin, the greater condemnation, the greater chastening, okay? So knowing all the verses I know, and I've seen what you've been sowing, I know what you're going to reap. That's why I could predict that he's going to, Tom Segal is going to have his health problem, and he shows up having a health problem. Within a month of me saying that in live stream. I'm not clairvoyant, I just claim some psychic gift or so, that's some new age medium. It's just I have enough discernment and wisdom and knowledge. I've seen the truth about what you've been doing. I know the truth of the scriptures, what God says about Christian pastors, like mosques, all these things together. I know this guy is not gonna. So yeah, good luck, Jack Smack, if you're a real Christian, and you're not like an atheist got the job to pretend to be a Christian in for the free grace community. Like you know you're a fake Christian for this. Good luck if you're a real Christian, especially for the reap you're gonna get. I don't believe in karma, but the Bible teaches you reap what you sow. Okay, so if you're a Christian doing really evil stuff, God will allow you, make you get bad, evil stuff. Okay, see. So good luck, Jack Smack. Good luck, Edward PF. I don't have to say good luck. It's already having it. Okay. Good luck to the Bible Church and Raphael God. Now, some of these people might be fake Christians, like full on, highest level wolves in sheep's clothing, but they're not a saved person like a child of Satan, and that's what act like a wolf. Now, it's not impossible that a saved person could get into being involved in this, out of being a sellout wicked coward, okay, like Joseph's brothers who left him for dead and wanted to sell, like have him sold into slavery in Egypt. They were his brothers, brethren. So that's can apply to like a Christian. So when he was born of the flesh, persecuting was born of the spirit, and so it is now. Yeah, all the godly Christ is suffer persecution. I'm a Christian. Free grace king, that's all the old says. I'm being persecuted. It's like you're Christians and you're help you're working for the persecution program, for the world system. Here's another thing. Pharaoh in the Bible is a type, a symbol of Satan, and Egypt is a type symbol of the world system. See? So you take that and think about it. So anyway, if you can't tell, I'm kind of upset about Christian ministries participating in targeting. And okay, keep watching. You figure it out eventually. That is really something I don't like. Christian pastors participate in this persecution program, persecuting me a Christian. Okay, no, we're Christians. We do gotta support being Christian. We're persecuting people, and it's like so. How they have to go to that? They have an incentive to be like, in response to, I want to say now, Mike, you're not to be a Christian, okay? You're not a Christian, Mike. You're not saved. Because if that's the truth, they will be even worse what they do. Okay, it's like, well, Mike, you're not a Christian, so then I'm not accepting that. So then I don't have to go. I'm persecuting a Christian. Okay, no, I do not a Christian, Mike. So it's like, okay, even then, this is wrong to do. Even if you be right, Mike's not a Christian, it will still be wrong. It will manage to make it all right. It's supposed to be you're a good enough Christian that the world persecutes you. You're not supposed to be Christians persecuting the world. Okay, we work to destroy. The thief come up for to kill, steal, and destroy. I call them might have life and have more abundantly. The Son of Man did not come to destroy men's lives. So I'm possibly be worse if I wasn't a Christian. Because if I die from the target as a Christian, I'm going to heaven. See? But if you destroy a saved person, a lost person's mind, it makes it less likely to clearly see the gospel. They're more likely to die, okay, and not get saved. So it's like you're not supposed to be a Christian persecuting anybody. Okay, you're not supposed to be persecuting people. Okay, and somebody come to my channel choosing to watch my video, I go, fuck you, they'll come in here to the chat attacking me. That's not persecuting them, okay? They're coming to me and they're attacking me, and I go attack them back. Screw you, buddy. That's not persecution, okay? That's not persecution. But that's persecution, okay? Richie, okay? Well, here's the point. I gotta keep speaking out, okay? I'm not gonna be part of the cover up of my own murder, okay? Like slow motion murder, okay? I'm not gonna be like, oh, I helped them destroy my life and be part of cover up by not speaking out. I'll be like a closet TI, just got like a double life. I'm like, I got a YouTube channel playing video games, and I secretly, it's like, I'm the target of secret persecution, work to destroy my life and harassing me every day. And someone that harassed me is making its way into the streets, and I'm doing something else. And it's like, I'm like, help to cover up by not talking about it. Okay. It's like, oh, some people are in here harassing me. I guess it's just internet trolls. When I know that these people have a job to come harass me in the chat. Okay. So, and they were seen to be dancing with something being said, but those two could not hear the music or something like this. So it's like a narcissist always abuse tactics. Like they work to target you subtly. You can notice it. And a lot of it's like they're working, a big part of targeting, psychological targeting. It's covert abuse, working to target with covert abuse until the target reacts with overt reactive abuse or reactive aggression. So covert aggression keep attacking the target until they get like mad, and they're obviously aggressive. Okay, it's like, okay, it's like, oh, the target is an aggressive person. They are the problem. See, not the subtle abuse that we're doing daily on them, online and offline, until they like get mad. It's like, oh, look at this mad person. They're a mad person, got a character of being an angry, irate person or something like this, and they're sensitive and paranoid. They think people are targeted. We just said this. Like narcissist always abuse tactics a big part of targeting. So yeah, do the Bible Church is a church. Beware of them. Do the Bible Church is a church that target me for this persecution program. And I don't care, like you think, oh, but my handler told me, Mike, you're not a real Christian to get me to target you. As if do you think that like that's going to get you off scot free? You work as a Christian persecuting people, whoever it is, for a secret persecution program work to destroy people's minds and bodies and target them until they die from the targeting. And like anti-freedom, the God-given human rights, they're working to target that. And they're breaking the law of the land in the target to with targets. So it's like, you think that that's okay doing it to anybody. There's nobody it's okay to do this to. There's nobody it's okay to do this to. Saved, lost, atheist, Muslim, Hindu, I don't care who you do this to. It's wrong. Okay. So, I don't care what you tell yourself, your head tells you. those that are Christians work for this gang stalker persecution program. It's like, you're really disgusting. Weak cowards. You have to be weak. Because a real Christian warrior, a David or something like this, he's not going to end up serving a program work to persecute other Christians unto death. Okay? This is like a real Christian that's like strong, like a real Christian warrior type, a real person, like a David type. They're not going to be weak spiritually, psychologically. You have to be weak to end up to work for this program. It's like, because you have to be weak in Bible knowledge, see? And Mike has to make videos being taught in persecution and like teach you how it's wrong because you're weak in Bible knowledge, see? And then now it's easier to sell you on participating in it because you're weak in Bible knowledge, weak in discernment. You're weak spiritually. You haven't grown to be strong spiritually, Lord. Because a strong Christian is not going to end up persecuting other Christians unto death. Like there's a program in this world system works to target people. And me, I'm a Christian over this. A strong Christian is not going to end up being overcome by like a sales pitch and like be captured somehow to start targeting another Christian. They're not. They're not. So you have to be weak morally. You have to be weak, not like a strong, integrity having, fearless, knowledgeable Christian. You have to be weak. Okay. I can't being a good person as being strong morally. And being evil is like a just spot of weakness. So if you're a Christian and you start sinning more, that's make that you're weaker. A Christian sinning less, that's strong spirituality. And if you sin more, it's like you're weaker. So it's like, notice how, but Mike, I'm Jack Smack. I've been talking with narcissists always protectors in the videos, but I'm not doing something wrong. Yeah, and I can speak open about what you've been doing, and you have to hide how you're attacking me. So it's like, since I'm not effeminate, there's nothing to it. The pastors of this program, they are effeminate, like little Jezebel. We'll talk about Jezebel sometime. Okay. And I forget about the Jezebel thing. Now it's like they're feminine. Do you know that passive aggressiveness is the feminine female aggression style? Whereas male aggression is direct and overt. Like when Mike Size is aggressive, it's like, I'm mad at bed and whole house. Is what I got to say about him. I'm being aggressive. This guy's a scumbag. He's ugly and a punk, and he worked for the program. North is not like veiled and passive like a female aggression style. Feminine, passive aggressive. That's the weapon of the weak, the cowardly, and women. Okay. See, people that are not in the right, the aggression is not justified. See, which is why they want to do aggression to you, but since they're not in the right to do it, they have to hide it so people can't see that there's excess aggression against this person because they don't have a good reason to. Okay, and they will like expose them as wicked people. So passive aggression is a weapon of the weak, the evil, and cowardly. So since notice how that's the pattern too, when the target attacks with passive aggressiveness, where it's like in your next video shoehorn in any some kind of trigger word that I've been harassed with for years, okay? And I start check out Andy Wood's YouTube channel, and it's some kind of theme of harassment, and like he gets told to shoehorn it in, and some kind of veiled thing was like, oh, he's gaslighting me, he's saying this about me, like I'm a Calvinist. I'm not a Calvinist. And it could be referencing something like twisted. Oh, he's referencing this thing I said on the podcast and putting a narcissistic spin on it, which is insinuating that I'm a Calvinist, something like this. And it's like if I could make a video respond, and oh, you're paranoid, I didn't say that about you. You're crazy for thinking he was attacking you with this little thing. So notice how that's cowardly. It's a coward's way to attack somebody. Because what I say, Andy Bush is what I said about he can make a video, respond to what Mike said about Miss Reasonship. Okay. It's not like, oh, I could just put up, oh, this guy's a paranoid Christ, this Andy Woods. He's imagining that I'm attacking my videos. So it's like a coward. It's like you want to have a boxing match, and I need to be cuffed by my back so you can throw punches, but I can't defend myself because like it's like whatever. So it's like disgusting. So yeah, notice the patterns when I'm aggressive. It's like Jack Smack is a piece of shit. Notice I'm not like some people. What if you want to attack Jack Smack, be aggressive towards him. It's not like, oh, some people out here need a smack of doctrine because they know jack shit about it. Stuff like this. And it's like, if you watch videos, oh, he's talking about me. And if you stop, keep watching my videos, I keep like throwing shade, like subtle things, was like, oh, he's insinuated this about me, and this gaslight for this. And he can go, "Oh, I'm not doing that. This guy's paranoid." See, that's cowardly and effeminate, and like passive aggressiveness. If sin, so notice if your aggression is justified and you have the right to exercise this aggression, you don't have to hide it. See, guerrillas by day, armies by night. For this, we are the secret oaths. Okay, JFK. That's important. So, okay, maybe the last uncaptured president of this. Like he was the last one that was hard to control by the deep state. What is it possible? Uh, yeah, so it's like, okay, this guy, Andy Woods is a scumbag. Here's why. Oh, this Mike's aggression. He's calling him names, okay? And notice how, since I'm writing what I'm saying, and I'm not doing so for reprehensible, I don't have to hide it. But their aggression towards me, a pattern of the people targeted for the program, is passive aggressiveness. It's like subtle, innuendo, or covert. So it's like they have to hide what they do. They want to attack me in the videos, but they can't be seen attacking me because apparently, like it's something wrong. They're wrong for attacking me, and they have to hide attacking me in the videos. And so it's like let's see, and they're afraid of the consequences of like openly attacking. Like, we're today's ad read thing in my video, Andy Wood said, "I gotta be gassed out. Told the video is a Christian being persecuted. I'm a sellout pastor." And here's what I got to say about him: Mike, you're this, okay? You say, no. It's like it's veiled and hidden to the feminine betas, okay? Andy Woods looks so ugly like this. Why is it a weak man? I'm a strong man. God makes men strong. He picks strong men to be leaders, not weak, effeminate sissy boys. They are effeminate, which is seen in the Bible, like Andy Woods and Brandon Holthouse, with his narcissistic overcompensation. Brandon Holthouse is one of the most sissified, biologically, psychologically effeminate persons I've ever seen. Okay, and he makes videos about the problem now with effeminate pastors and churches. It's like some kind of projection, where it's like look in the mirror. Okay, where it's like the best offense, the best defense, the best offense. He might be worried about people like Mike making videos, making fun of his effeminate nature, and uh, it's like, oh, there's just our job out here, protect strength. Like, yeah, just some guy out here, the effeminate. No, yeah, like you, okay, spiritually, psychologically, and physically. So I guess Satan picks weak men because strength and masculinity, intelligence and beauty and talent, it comes from God. So like Satan gets somebody like Andy Woods, who's a weak man, mentally, physically, psychologically, or Andy Woods. No, Brandon Holthouse, or Rafi Garland. People are like weak-minded, weak moral, weak spiritually. So yeah, I'm mad as hell. I'm not taking it anymore. So it's like I'm not speaking out, and yeah, okay. I'm a persecuted Christian told with German gangs talk told videos, and I'm not gonna just take this laying down. Here's the thing: it's not just about oh I'm mad and reacting by like lashing out. That's all my streams. No. There's a method to the madness. But yeah, the thought drives me mad, and I channel like alchemy into productive endeavors. Okay, it's psychological analysis. I have worked with the understand biology, psychology. So if you get targeted by a program working target narcissist always abuse tactics, they're working to stress you out and target you. You will have CPTSD and or PTSD eventually after many years of narcissistic abuse. Like low level baseline God right narcissistic abuse will give people CPTSD. Okay. Now if the government is doing it to you and like with 1,005 marks online offline and like also attack you physically, okay. So the reptilian brain response is to beat the problem with a big stick, okay? So it's like you're in the supermarket, there's five marks that are harassing you, and the reptilian brain in you is like feeling like physical action. You have to learn to delay and redirect, say, analyzing how I've been successful dealing with this. I'm in the supermarket being harassed. Sometimes I feel like punching a perp in the face, something like this is harassing, pulling me there covertly. Feel like it's not legal to feel like that. And it's like redirect, it's like don't get what they want. It's like kind of like a delay at released. It's like it's not a sign of health to feel happy being abused, okay? So being healthy it shouldn't sit right with you to be abused. Okay, so that's the point. I told the video, if you watch this, you might feel like getting physical with the person who harasses something like this. You had to learn to at least delay this and be like, I feel like it's like don't it's okay. It's like wait, it's like I'll get back at them later, and you can find a way to get back at them that's not illegal, okay, and it helps you enhance the program. So, for example, how do I deal with? For example, the program wants you to be out of shape and weak physically, mentally, okay, and miserable. So if you like, the like the cliche, like the success is the best from revenge. So the program wants you miserable. So if you can find ways to not feel miserable for like 10 minutes a day, that's a win, okay? And if you can turn it 10 minutes to an hour, that's a bigger win. If you can turn it to a whole, you had a whole good day, that's a major win, okay? And now that is so the reptilian brain response is like you feel like finding a big stick and hitting the palm with it, okay? So the fight, flight, activation, amygdala, whatever, you get scientific on your ass. But like fight, flight response, where it's like your target would abuse and you will feel that that state is more like the natural, it's like feeling like getting physical, like throwing something on the ground or something like this. You have to learn to, and I boiling down on what I've been doing, okay? Delay, redirect, you could say. Was I'm in the supermarket, I'm being harassed by flying monkeys, and it's happened at least once. I feel like walk up and punch them in the face. Now that's what they want, so they can put me in a psych ward for being physical with people. That's what they're working to get me to do. They want you to act out, lash out violently, publicly. So they have a reason like, oh, this guy's crazy and unhinged, and for the greater good of society, we need to put him somewhere in a cage. Okay. Whereas it's like here's like, real world examples. I'm in the supermarket. I'm really mad at Dr. Total going on the way down to the supermarket, in the supermarket, on the way home. And that this has been my life for I can't leave my home without being harassed by flying monkeys. Okay. And it's like I'm in the supermarket. It's like I feel like I'm real mad. And I feel like getting physical or punching a person in the face. At least once happened, I felt like that. Okay. Okay. And it's like back when Scott said was like it's like so what is it? The reptilian brain is like fight the enemy. You're hurt by people attacking an enemy tribe, like fight back. And the instinctual response when you fight flight mode is going to be a physical response that feels natural. Like the pathologist is going to feel like getting physical. See? Okay, so you have to learn to delay and redirect. Okay, so kind of channel. So a dog that's frustrated by someone biting on his toy, well, he must be frustrated about something you do, but it's not biting you. It's like redirecting him to bite or something like this. I'm getting his. Okay. So, where has the point? Oh, okay. So here's the point. So back as an example, let's say I'm in the supermarket like 3 years ago, being harassed. I feel like mad, and I might feel like punching a person in the face of this, but it's like no, just like ignore it. It's just wait, you motherfuckers. Okay. It's like, I want to come home. I'm gonna make a video exposing Scott's this is a fake TM perp because that's really hard to program. Me like pushing or shoving, punching a person in the supermarket is what they want. So don't win in the war by giving the enemy what he wants. Okay, it's like if Napoleon is like, I want to keep this hill. It's like, oh, I want Napoleon to keep the hill. Or it's like if Napoleon's like, you don't win in the war, like simple, but like here's what the enemy is trying to do. Give them that, like help them to do what they're trying to do. Typically, that's not how you win a war. Okay, so this is a war. So they want you. They work to provoke you, and one of the goals is get you to lash out violently in public, so they can like overt this guy needs to go to a psych ward. See, they work to provoke you to get to lash out. They can be, oh, this guy is crazy, need to go to psych ward. Okay. So you don't win by giving them that. It's like I'm mad at the people telling me, trying to tell me, so I go nuts and get physical, so you can put me in a psych ward or prison. So I get physical out of anger. Then it's like get physical what the people do to me, and you end up in a psych ward prison. It's like okay, see, that's not how you win. So have that experience as an example, hypothetical. Because I'm in the super being harassed by the program as always. And back when Scott Snitz, a fake TI counterintelligence agent, worked for the program, worked covered up and targeted just with videos, but still active. And it hurts the program to expose the fake TIs, okay, the counterintelligence agents. Okay. So it's like I'm in super being harassed. And it's like they told me I might feel like getting physical one. Might feel like it not do it. And the bear just wait, you motherfuckers. So I'm delaying. I feel like okay, but it's like don't it's like okay, delay. And then I'm home now. Okay, so I got start a stream. Scott Snitzer, a fake TI crazy talker exposed. Okay. And now that is really proverbially punch the program in the mouth. That is really me exercising aggression against the program in an effective way that's productive. And I'm getting what I want out of it. I'm causing like throw monkey wrench in the total machinery, and they're not getting what they want out of it. See? So that's delaying my aggression and like redirecting it into a productive form. Or you could also delay it and like go home and like pump iron and rinse and repeat. Eventually, be like Buffy, be a tea that can get the word out more based off of having a fit physique for examples. It's like if you keep that, like you get mad and you like channel it into exercising, you can be in great shape after a while. Now that it's like as a model therapy for out of shapeness, I would recommend it. All you gotta do is like exercise. There's a lot more you gotta do. As I told the video with the weights that you're targeted, you're gonna have to do more than just exercise to be in great shape. I can tell that right now. It's not gonna be enough. Okay. So basically, um, they don't like me exposed to fake TI crazy talkers. So a lot of times you feel like getting physical, you find a way to channel this anger, frustration, you call it alchemy, into something more productive. Okay. Where it's like you can channel it into exercising, success, revenge. It depends on what type of TI you are. Some TIs I wouldn't recommend that you gotta do one size fit all. Every TI should get a YouTube channel, start streaming, get the word out. Most of you would, first of all, not survive. Most TIs are not ready to have the program to take them out. It'd be so easy for the average, for the program to get like a perp had average to hit them with a serious heart attack and demise in the leg. And it would be an under 50 dose for them because they haven't been taking all these measures to make them less physically vulnerable to toxins, for example. So it's like the average is not ready to have the targeting go like this is level like the equalizer. This is level 3, actually like level 5. Okay, it's like they're not ready for like level 5 targeting. You wouldn't survive like a week of that most likely when they start trying to make you have access every time in the supermarket by putting a card in your path, a supermarket perp, and like a slippery powder, and they like every time you go to try to make you have an accident. Okay, and like almost hit by a car. They have like a car. There's things like this. You're not ready for that type of what the targets are. Now we're trying to make them have an accident every time they're in public. And now we're spraying them with a chemical every time they're in public. It's like the target has this health problem of allergy to perfume after being targeted for many years by a program that's been poisoning them and harassing them. And now they have a health problem of chemical sensitivity. Now we part of the target is like we contaminate their intercepted packages and spray perfume inside of their packages, and then they open all this perfume and it gives them inflammation, exacerbating the pre-existing new inflammation problem and everything else. And okay, it makes it even harder for you to be whatever, say support. Autism and neuroinflammation. The program works to target ways it gives me neuroinflammation, which exacerbates the autism. They don't like this. They don't like me speaking my side of the story because it's like Mike is a evil bad object, and that's what they need to have the target keep going. Otherwise, it's my side of the story. Okay, it's my side of the story. It's like most mistakes I've done in my life. Well, a lot of the biggest mistakes I've done has been the program trying to get me to do this mistake and succeeding in it. Okay, that part of it alone was like, here's something bad Mike did. Like if part of the program tried and succeeded in trying to get me to do this bad thing. Like let's try to get Mike to do this bad. Oh, they succeeded a few of the times, and now like Mike is the bad person. He did this bad thing. Now it's okay to do all the things to him. And part of like the pre-work of targeting me is like, let's get Mike to like, try to get him to do this and that thing so we can go, look, Mike is this bad person, so now we can do the targeting to him and it's okay. Because somebody tried and succeeded in getting me to do something bad. Like entrapment is part of targeting. Definitely. Okay. Like for example, if the program is like harass you in a way, and they're using women. And it's like you call them they're filthy bitch or something like this. They were like baiting you to call them a filthy bitch so they can use like feminists to recruit them into target. But look at this guy, how aggressive he is towards women showing up in the chat. Well, it's like maybe selective, they save the worst targeting for like women or the elderly. So if you reacted, you look like worse because you raise your voice as like an old man or something like this. That just like put a poison on you, or something. Whatever. So here's the point. Uh, yeah. So here's the point. My point is this: you have to learn if you're taught video to adapt. Okay, there's maladaptive and then there are adaptive responses. Okay. Oh, but Mike's dumb, but he knows all these things. He has CrossFit competence. He can teach off the top of his head psychology, biology, narcissism abuse, how to deal with it, all this stuff. But he's dumb. Yeah, that's how you feel, you narcissistic punks. You feel dumb. Listen to my videos. Okay, because you can sense intelligence that is greater than yours. Okay, so you need to project. Mike makes me feel dumb. He'll talk. Mike is dumb. Everybody. Okay, he's dumb. No, I'm not dumb. Okay. Also, part of the reason for them work to paint me as dumb is a classic narcissistic stuff. The target has these values, qualities. It's like now we have to work like, oh, the target is intelligent. Terrify monkeys go tell target down. The opposite of the truth. Okay, narcissistic versions. And work to get other people not see this quality and be like, this person's dumb, everybody. Okay, here's another thing. Since they're working to murder you and dehumanize you and treat you in a way that is like, so it's like people have a harder time killing a dolphin than a cockroach because the dolphin has higher intelligence. That's part of what it boils down to, like the empathy. Okay, whatever. Like if you step on a snail, it does unlikely to give the same bad cost if you kill a dolphin, just like intelligent or a dog, something like this. You see, typically a person not a psychopath. If there's a person like super psychopathic, they're not gonna have a guilty conscience no matter what they kill. Okay, really. Okay. Now, if you're not a psychopath, then you have a conscience. Um, it's harder to get people like let's slaughter all the dolphins in this world. And what, like, if you analyze the things like the people have a harder time killing, it's like the smarter the animal is, the more intelligent they are. That's one of the metrics to make it harder to sell people killing it. See, so if the target did work to dehumanize it, like the acting, the Juden, the evil rat, it's like if they're intelligent and talented and things like this, it's like, oh no, they're dumb, okay. Because if it's a value, you want to treat this as an object that has no value and like poison it and okay, see it. It's like it's harder. It's like the Nazis they paint the Jews as it's like hardworking, intelligent people. Okay, no, it's like they're dumb and lack any value. They're worthless, so we can treat them like a worthless object, like a bad object. Okay, so it's like if I start thinking more about it, it makes me feel like things that are. Antisocial. So what here's the point. If I really start like not keep it separate, but think about what the program is and the root of it and what it's doing, what it has done to me and loved ones, what it wants to do, and what it's similar to that has happened before in history. It makes me feel like the founding fathers felt like before they drafted up documents and talk about the British things like this. That's what I feel like in my male. See, the average man is like a chemically neutered house cat, whereas I'm like a lion. And they don't want men like me. They're like a lion that's wild and hard to control. They got the average man tamed. Whereas like this cat's house could not cost us any trouble. Mike's eyes out here showing the hidden plain view. How they're keeping your T levels down. They want eating high sugar diet, using all these toxic chemical high clean products. They want the vitamin deficient. This is how they work the weekly physically. Here's the hidden agenda plain view. I saw this movie. They're foresight of 9/11 in it. So all this that makes me dangerous mentally and physically. I'm wild man. Okay. Whereas the average person is not like causing the troubles. It's not like this person is doing something. We have to respond and sabotage it. Because John Q. Public made a video seeing hidden truth. He watched a California movie. He saw some truth in there, and he started to make videos about it. We had to sabotage or interference on this. No, he doesn't end up doing things like this. The average man is not a man that ends up being problematic to deep state psychopaths. So yeah, I pride myself in being a man that is not like by that the people who run Epstein Island, okay, the deep state psychopaths, the people that have like torture dungeons and ran Epstein Island and did 9/11, sacrificed thousands of Americans as a satanic murder sacrifice ritual. Okay, these people don't like me and are targeting me. Okay, yeah, okay, and I'm the bad guy. Okay, so whatever. It's be like a witch. Like, hey, everybody, let's get a witch hunt. Get this witch over here. This okay. Whatever is the point? I need to finish up. I got things to do. Okay, I got things to do. It's like I get real irate at times. So uh, now I've been sleep deprived, and despite that, it's like I pat myself on the back. I approve of myself, my performance recently. Even my wife told me you could do better now. I told yeah, so I sometimes I lose my temper. I go over the top. I had to pull the sheets. Like, no, yeah, but it's happened less now than before. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I mean, it's like sleep deprivation. The Sopranos actor, he would be like boss into uh, James Gandolfini, I think it's called. He'd be like to get in character of this angry person who's like got a short temper. Okay, he would sleep deprive himself because if he had bad sleep, he'd be like irritable and naturally be like easy to like lose his temper and fly off the handle. I haven't slept. I've been up all night being a total individual with autism. And I haven't like once like screamed, I'm gonna snap your neck or something. This is somebody in the chat. Okay. Let's see, which I might count as like that was failure. Okay, so that's the point. In hindsight, so it's like considering everything I've done remarkably well. Most people wouldn't even be. Here's another thing that I had. Most people, sometimes I can be too hard on myself. It has happened in times past. I've been too hard on myself. Or it's like, oh, I messed up again. I went on like a rant and used the F word too many times or for this or like I went a little bit over the top after being harassed by mobs of narcissistic abusers, fly marks in the chat. And it's like if I finally lose it and then I could start getting real irate. Also, and I can be a little bit too hard on myself. But here's the point where I got into over time, like lose my temper and then kind of like blame myself. I was yeah, okay. I got too mad. Okay, I need to improve, like, get better, control myself, even if I'm being harassed. Okay, provoked. Oh, but here's the thing. Most people, I had a realization. Most people wouldn't even be alive at this point of the targeting to make mistakes to begin with. Say they wouldn't be alive 10 years after the target started. The type of target I'm beginning. They wouldn't even be alive at this point to make mistakes and be like, oh, I responded wrongly to the target. They wouldn't be alive to respond wrongly to the target or rightly. Most targets. Most people wouldn't have survived what I've survived. They would have been dead by now. Okay. Or in prison. Or whatever. Okay. Most people wouldn't have survived this. Okay. They become an alcoholic 3 years into the targeting. And then, okay, or a heroin addict or locked up in prison for snapping on a perp in the supermarket and like killed in there by okay or something like this, taken out in this okay, they would have been to cycle first month of the targeting and been assassinated there or something like this. So it's like, yeah, most people wouldn't have been alive this long into the target to even make mistakes, to be able to like sometimes end up responding wrong to the target. Okay, so that's the point. You have to get your ego out of tone in some ways. Okay. Well, it's like you have an ego. So I'm a Christian, and it's not that oh you shouldn't have an ego. No ego is not the answer. You have an ego that's the software in your hardware that's intended to motivate you to stay alive and position yourself in ways that are conducive to survival and success naturally. So your ego is supposed to make you feel like you care about being a quality person and people and like oh I'm gonna be a quality person and people say quality person and it's like your ego is that basically software that can help you to have success and have drive to accomplish things. Okay, so I'm a Christian. I don't like oh ego is bad like some monk or something like that. Some Buddhist monks say ego is bad. You gotta remove your ego. No, you have there's a healthy ego and an unhealthy ego. Okay, so now, for example, I can see where God is part of the motivation, the scriptures. It's like looks like he's like, oh, it's like people will respect you if you act like this, kind of in the Bible. See, kind of like somebody's ego that cares about what people think about and stuff like this. Like people will look like people like it's a shameful thing. So that people look down on you if you act like this or for this. There's like things to that effect in the Bible. Was like it's like, oh, almost like God should incentivize you partly by like if you live like this, people look down on you like something like this. Okay, so what is the point? If a man steals because he's starving, like they don't really. Okay, so what is the point? I should have some examples if I'm going to teach something like that. But it's like basically, it's not an ego is bad. Like there's a bad ego and a good one. Yeah, your ego has a purpose. So that's part of yourself where you're different from another person. You have yourself, okay, and you're different from another person. And it's not we are all one, okay. We're not all one, okay. And it's like stop this. We're all children of God, you sissy. Sissy, we're all children of God. We're not all children of God. You can take a sissy Christianity or whatever you got. We're all children of God. We're all one. We're not all one. I'm one. You're at one. That makes two. And I'm this and you're that. I'm not you. You're not me, okay? We're not all one, okay? And it's not just one family. I'm a Christian. I'm a child of God. We're not all children of God. You're a child of Satan if you didn't trust the gospel. If you never got saved, you're not a child of God. You're a child of the God of this world, with a small g, Satan, okay? That's you're a child of, if you're not a Christian. That's what the Bible teaches. In whom the God of this world has blinded the minds that believe not. Walk after principality of the air, he was a liar and a father of it, a murderer from being born of the truth. So Satan, the Bible teaches that Satan is the father, spiritual father. Well, he's the father of lost people. See? And if a lost person believes the gospel becomes a Christian, now they're a child of God, the God of Genesis, the God, the creator. See? So I'm getting ranty and leaving. I gotta finish up. I'm mad about the targeting. I haven't been taking it, and I'm not gonna start. Okay, and I'm gonna keep reproving it and speaking out against abuses and tyranny and advocate for myself. I'm not gonna be, oh, I'm here being abused and I'm enabling it by keep my mouth shut. Okay. No. So I gotta keep speaking out. I'm a persecuted Christian, taught real talk with a seek persecuted people, call government gains of taught videos, which is very similar to the success upon German can't have this status. Okay. Ted Gardner, former head of Los Angeles FBI, confirmed this one affidavit the government gains of taught this is real. Okay. So these are things that I know. So, what is the point? Okay, whatever. So they say, okay, like the emperor gladiator. Okay, whatever. Says the thing. So I'm both. Okay, but here's the thing. That's also like how the program. I gotta get going. I got things to do. Okay. Um. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. I got things to do. Okay. So I gotta. I gotta. Okay. Jag ska bredda video. Don't take everything too serious, man. Okay.